Welcome, Geminis, to your 2018, November 2018 reading, I should say. We are using the Vice Versa Tarot deck. If you're not familiar with this deck, there are two-sided. So no real reversals, okay? Just lots and lots of more messages for us, which is fantastic. I use this deck a lot, and I'm sorry, but we'll I'll try and mix it up for you as much as possible. So this is messages for Gemini, 2018 November 2018, whatever you prefer. Please note that if this doesn't resonate with you this month, please keep updated on the weekly readings that I sometimes can squeeze in, and dailies, and those videos as well, and come back next month and kind of get hopefully we can find something that resonates with you, right? Okay, so this is for Gemini, November 2018. Please ignore my cat if you can hear him. Oh goodness. Right. Here we go. I don't really have the camera set up as I would like to see the spread, but please know that I will be showing you each card as it comes out. I flip these like normal too, okay, to have a look. I don't just take for face value. So yeah, Gemini, your central issue right now is the Ace of Swords. Well done. Your past clarification is the Hermit in the non-traditional side, and this sword is also in the non-traditional side, okay? Your other clarifier is the Page of Wands, right? Foundation is the Seven of Wands, okay? And where you're going, the outcome, how this is resolved, is the Star card, sign of Aquarius. Right, oh, let me use a candle. Okay, and the bottom of the deck here, we also have the Ace of Wands. So I'm going to take that one because I usually take, I don't know why I didn't, but I usually take the overall energy and the moving forward energy from the bottom of the deck, which I don't know, I didn't do that. Doesn't feel right, I suppose. So I'm going to take both because they're actually beautiful cards and they're both meant for you. So to start off, we have two aces. So you have huge brand new beginnings in this spread this week, this month for November. So that's always something to be thankful of, right? So at the moment, coming into November, and therefore we have the Ace of Swords, right? This allows us to take all the information and the mental clarity that we need, and it's about moving forward. Okay, it's about making new beginnings for yourself, either mentally, physically, emotionally, but, you know, generally the swords is about mental thoughts, things like that, okay? So at the moment you're thinking that you have the ability to fly like the eagle over the mountains. There are some obstacles in the background, as you can see. However, you know, because the sword is in the forefront of the picture, it's kind of like they're either coming, okay, or you've dealt with it, right? For mental clarity and enlightenment that you have, okay, which is fantastic, right? And what's interesting to see, and I'm really sorry that you can, is that most of your cards are depicted at night, okay? So, or, you know, in the dusk, except for this one, which is, you know, fantastic, right? It's not as daylight as this one is here. So we are kind of, you know, it's a bit of a darker side, but that's okay. It still kind of means the same. We're getting truth, right? There's no lying around you this month, which is fantastic, okay? Previously, we got here, you know, by some enlightenment. We have the enlightenment, like I said, and what's interesting to note is, you know, there are two birds flying around in both cards. You know, if that means something to you as well, that's also very important, okay? We've been illuminated with the moon in this card as well, right? And we have two dogs down here, and what do dogs represent? Loyalty, friends that have guided you to where you are now, friends that have supported you with truth-telling, and mental clarification of where you are now. So that's also very important, okay? So we're getting to this ace for the month because, you know, we're coming out of, towards the end of October into the start of November. We're coming out now of the solace that we probably were in, you know, inside ourselves, finding answers, you know, seeking out those who don't deserve our company, seeking out those who do deserve our company, and getting some truth and some enlightenment, like I keep saying, okay? There is light here right now, okay, in his lantern, and it's lighting the path for you to move forward, lighting the path for you to have that clarity and that truth about you mentally, okay? Which brings us to the Ace of Swords, right? But moving forward from the Ace of Swords, you know, we kind of have what seems like, I love this card, this side, because look at that beautiful phoenix. What burns will rise again, okay? So, you know, this little plant behind you is kind of scorched, all right? So whatever you have truth or enlightenment about, it's scorched, okay? For sure. But, you know, however, there is room for forgiveness, there is room for growth, and there is room for you to mentally keep going, which is very important, okay? They could be messages to you coming from someone very close to you that is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or has that in their chart. Or if you do, you're lighting your own fire up under your ass, or this person is lighting it for you, okay? Giving you messages about moving forward, giving you opportunities to move forward. Now that you have this truth, this clarity, okay, you're going to start moving forward, which is absolutely fantastic. This is what we want to do. Okay, you're focusing on what's ahead of you and not so much of what's behind you. Okay, very important. You know, our foundation tells us, though, that this was, you know, probably all caused by and manifested by a battle, right? This is the traditional side, okay? The defensive, right? We're fighting for our rights. Here, it's kind of like the battle's been done, and you're looking over your life and looking into your future and saying, like, this is what I fought for, you know? Or what is it that I have fought for? That's very important, too. Moving into your clarification. Sorry that the my candle seems to be making awful glare, as well as this window behind me. I'm really sorry. You can kind of see it in the background. You know, what have you, you know, you're looking over what you've accomplished as well, okay? And, you know, you may have needed to enter into some solace, enter into meditation or whatever it was to get through this and find your next steps. And you do find your next steps. It's fantastic. The battle is won. The battle is over. If you didn't win, it's over. Okay, and now it's about you and mental clarity and maybe finding out about truths about what brought you here, what happened here, because that is quite unclear, right? You know, your semi-overview and outcome for you is you have two aces, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands, which is, you know, fantastic, and it's literally getting this bold, brand new idea that's like, right, creatively, it is like, right, I'm going to make this move. He's walking towards this ace, right? And if you look closely, they kind of have the same braces. Look. We can't really see him in the other side because he's cloaked, but they have the same braces, you know. They're both on a quest and they're both on a journey, and so are you, Gemini, for November. Okay, and you definitely have some fire sign energy around you that could literally be lighting this fire up under your ass. Because, like, look at this. This is the lightning bolt hitting the tree. You know, look, you've got green, you've got lots of growth going on here, and you've got growth in your staff, your wand that you're holding, and it's like, boom. This is what needs to happen to grow. Okay? It's not this side, okay? This side is kind of like, we have the idea, we just don't really know where to go with it, right? Here, it's like, we have this, you know, we have this. This is what we want. This is where we're going. This is the next step. And this is our new beginning, right? And it's, and you know, and it is a dream. I honestly feel that whatever you have overcome, whatever you've had to, go within inside yourself to research and do all that kind of stuff and get some truth and clarity. It's not so much a negative truth and clarity. I honestly feel like it helps you this month. Okay? It's wishing upon a star. It's getting what you want. It's listening to your spirit guides. Allowing yourself to be led, right? That's very important. Be led spiritually. Be led with your intuition. Be led with those gut feelings. Like, if this is what you want, now is the time to go for it, okay? This is where you're most creatively in sync with your dream and your hopes and your wishes. And this is definitely a time that an Aquarius can help you with this, right? Another air sign, you might have Aquarius in your chart. Right? So very, very important, a very nice reading for you in terms of moving forward and getting what you want out of life. Like, that's what it is. Getting what you want out of life is beautiful, really. You just need some help along the way, right? So I'm just going to quickly do a couple of clarifications because you might have a Virgo in your midst that is helping you, right? So what do we get some truth about? What messages can we get with this truth? I honestly feel like it is internal truth and it's truth about where you want to be and where you're going. I don't necessarily feel it is someone that is telling you. It's definitely someone that's helping you, or you're doing this yourself. So whether a Virgo is helping you, or you are helping yourself and you have Virgo in your chart, it's very important. Right, let's have a look here. Oh my gosh. See, I can't fake this, right? We have the Hermit. Again, as a clarification, okay? So you've got this truth from being enlightened. By soul searching, by withdrawing as well. Sometimes we need to take... Sorry, I'm not very well. Sometimes we need to take a leap of faith with ourselves. Okay, so this is fantastic. This is you, going into... This is you going into your inner self and finding what you needed to find, and now you're ready to fly. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, okay? So, to get your truth and clarity, it's maybe you not actually moving forward the way that you were supposed to be moving forward, or the way that you wanted to move forward, okay? If you were waiting on someone to come and visit you, or you're waiting on a move, right? It didn't happen for you. But now, coming into November, you might be like, this is what I need to do to make it happen. This is what I need to do to make it happen at work, right? And it just didn't happen for you then. But now that you have researched and gone within yourself and found some mental clarity, this for sure could probably happen for you. If this was still your wish and your dream, you find some creative ideas to get the ball moving. All right, so that's also very important, okay? What's more important to know is she's still at night, right? You might have been trying to do it sneakily at nighttime. It just wasn't working for you, okay? This is all, reflections of the nighttime. If you are a Gemini that likes to reflect at nighttime as well, this also may resonate with you, okay? I do a lot of reflection at nighttime. I'm not a Gemini, but I do a lot of reflection at nighttime, okay? And it definitely is different, I definitely use the moon's energy to kind of get the answers that I'm seeking. Right, so let's move forward for the Page of Wands. Let's find out if there's any messages that the page is bringing us. I definitely feel like, though, that a Virgo is helping you regardless of this fire energy that is around you right now. The Virgo might have fire in their chart, right? Three of Wands in the reverse, right? So you might have this big, bold idea, but you don't know what to do with it, okay? You might come across a situation where, you're like, this is what I want to do. I want to start my own business. I want to do this, but where do I go now? I don't know how to make the decision. You might be toying with different decisions as well, which brings in the creativity part of things, right? You might be getting your ass into gear, creating actively. And then, we have 3 wands and 3 options, and we're like, I don't know where to go with it. That's where your wishing and your dreaming comes into, and positive affirmations and being led by your spirit guide. That's where that comes into that, okay? That comes into play, right? Because, you need it. You need to listen to yourself. And let's check out this Ace in the Star card, right? What are we getting creative about? Getting creative about the Two of Wands, right? We're getting creative with annihilated, right? Annihilated an option that we didn't know we were unsure about. Okay? We've taken out 1, right? Now we have 2, and we're at a crossroads. Okay? I definitely get the feeling that you know which one you want to take. Right? You do. You kind of get this lightning bolt, shit, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and you go for it. And I think that's absolutely fantastic, Gemini. It's a really positive reading, and please remember that this is general, so it can be applied to anything that's happening around you right now. But I actually think this is very beautiful and a very spiritual journey, in the sense that now is the time to start listening to yourself, listening to what you want, listening to what life is giving you, okay? So it's very beautiful. Right, just quickly using the After Tarot, right? We are going to, I'm just going to ask, what do we need to know to move forward for Gemini in 2018? And make those decisions, right? Based on our reading. What are your messages, Gemini, for 2018? I said we were going to add in Romance Tarot, but I think I actually might do that separately for November. Sorry. Definitely do it separately, because then we can have the same kind of process. Right. What are some positive? What are some messages for Geminis? Right? Moving forward. Right? The Hierophant in reverse. Right? So in order to do this, you might need to be quitting your job or breaking contracts with people in order to, get your business or whatever off the ground. Okay, get your ideas and your fulfillment off the ground. Okay, I don't actually even read these in the reverse. Generally, I don't. So I don't understand why I just had the sudden need to read it in reverse, but that's definitely interesting. There you go. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's coming around to you, tenfold, which is very, very exciting. And we have the King of Pentacles. So I said that Virgo was trying to help you previously move forward and kind of get to this enlightenment kind of stage, all right? But, it can still be a Virgo, all right? But it's definitely got Earth energy, definitely Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It's kind of like, the wheels come round for you tenfold, like now is your time, right? It's not so much the world as in a life completion point where you completely start afresh, like a clean slate. But this, the wheel is definitely turning in your favor. The 2 aces, don't forget, that you had in your general reading, it's very much about new beginnings, okay? There are new things, new opportunities for you. And I think it's more about, looking inside yourself. So yeah, you might have some issues that you need to deal with right now. If you're dealing negatively with the law as well, I don't really, if you're any type of contractual law agreement or fighting that, I don't necessarily see that one working out for you. However, or a divorce. None of your general reading was a divorce, but you know, these are messages and like, this is what you need to do to get where you want to be in your general reading. Okay, so listening to gut instinct, listening to spiritual aspects of your life, going within yourself to work out what you actually really want, a new beginning. As much as the Ace of Cups wasn't there, you know, this could still be a separation of two people. This could be happening around you too, so people that you know. That's very important. And then we have the King of Pentacles, right? Moving forward, which is always a beautiful, lovely card to get most of the time because, you know, look at him. He can be a little bit stubborn, but he's almost tempting the bull to, like, come after his coin. He's not, you know, he's still focused on his coin, like in traditional tarot decks. But, you know, now he's putting his focus somewhere else, which I kind of really think is important, okay? Putting your focus somewhere else that is going to allow you to have some new beginnings this month is also very important. Okay, well, good luck, Gemini, and this was a beautiful, beautiful reading for you today. If I am true to myself and read the Hierophant in the upright, your new ideas and your new creations definitely bringing contractual agreements to you. I don't know why I had the urge to read it in the reverse, but there's both messages. Okay, I'm giving you both. I feel like people learning off of you too. That's very important. Okay, so thank you, Geminis, and I hope you have a lovely November 2018, and hopefully we will see you again for romance.